Okay, good morning. Hi, Tan, George Realty. Welcome to the Monday meeting, and I hope you had a nice weekend. The weather was really nice, very warm and sunny, and after the rain, the air was very fresh. So hope you had a nice weekend. Um, and hey, this is almost springtime and best time to start working and marketing and get your clients in line for into the market. Okay, and the best time for the door knocking and do the marketing for the real estate. And hey, there's a lot of things happening, and as you know that on Friday the Supreme Court struck down Trump's tariff plan and making sure that he doesn't have the authority to impose crazy tariff on all those nations, and the Congress still has the power to do that. So that throws a that this really, I don't know whether it's a good or bad, but I think it's a good thing. That will keep President Trump in check. And I think all the mess that he had created in the global trade turmoil, that has a chance to correct the path. And I think I think overall I think this is good for the world. So. But also it has a kind of indirect effect on the real estate actually. The inflation probably will ease down a little bit, and then the economy will have a benefit. The stock will probably benefit as well, and hopefully the interest rates will go down as a result. And for the real estate market is a good thing, I hope. So, but anyway, we don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, so let's keep our fingers crossed. But meanwhile, we do the best, the best we can, and we do the what we do best, which is go out and work and.
You muted yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went mute all of a sudden. We can't hear him.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I'm sorry.
There you
I don't
go.
know
You're
why.
back.
What did I touch? Okay, but anyway, we have Andrew Chen to be our spotlight speaker today. But before I go to him, let's introduce the other affiliates. So let's start with John Wax. John is always the first to appear, so let's let him go first. John, go ahead. Good morning.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Michelle. Good morning. Yes, we got one more week of February. Can you believe it? We're flying by. Weather is gorgeous. Going to be the 80s this whole next week. So this is a great time to reach out and get in touch with your prospects, basically. Go out there. Door knocking is a great time to door knock. Contact them, text them, email them, and call them. This is a great time to move forward. Keep moving forward. People need help. People need consultation. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to consult with you, help you fill out the FHDS card form, which is in our reports. Order at time of listing. Bring it with you even on a listing appointment. Have that information available to answer the questions, maybe ask your own questions in regard to getting them ready to make a decision on buying or selling real estate. The other thing is I do want to bring up again, it is going into effect in April, the zero zone for the defensible space. And what that is, it's from 0 to 5 feet out from the property. They do not want any brush or any wood piles, wooden decks, or anything that would be combustible right next to the property. And then it goes out from there, 5 feet to 30 feet, 30 feet to 100 feet. Don't forget, you do need an NHG report for your leases as well. And we are the only ones with the free lease report. It's a flood zone only report. And check out the property tax estimator. And lastly, if you're working buyers, it's a great tool. Our hazard preview. Just log in, put in the property address or APN number and push start. On the right-hand side, you'll get flood, fire, earthquake, fault, seismic hazard information for free. And that way you know how to proceed and consult with your clients. I'm only a phone call away. I don't have my name, but I do have my company. So I'm John Wax with Snap NHD. Let's have a great, great end to February. Thank you so much.
Thank you, John. Thank you. Next, we have Nancy Chen from Lawyer's Title. Nancy.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah. Well, the tariff is not a problem for a lot of people. It's for the consumer. Our prices went up. We're all paying for it. So that's the problem. That's the problem I have. I don't want to pay $5 extra for something. You know, that's what we're doing. But for free economy, it's a good thing that we don't have that. That's how it should be. It's a free enterprise, free economy. Well, everybody, Nancy Chan, Lawyer's Title. I've been around for a long time, and I know what it takes to make it. And I think making it, everybody's definition of making is different. But any improvement on your current status of how you do business, any improvement to increase your income is a good thing. So talk to me if you need a business plan. I've been tweaking everything, and we do have a lot of other things that we have available. Right now we have Equity Protect, and I think I should talk to Peter and Michelle first. That is something that agent can sign up their client for fraud, not just notification, but also prevention and protection for a fee. Protection means there's a company that will go and pay for your damages, pay for your attorney fees, and go and get this quiet title action done. So if the agent's not using it, I have to sign you up. You can sign up all your clients. You're protecting them, your buyers and your sellers, because right now they're not sellers. They will become your sellers. And this is something brand new that I know that it is something I am very impressed with, because title lock on the we see that on TV, right? Title lock, it doesn't do anything. It's useless. Okay, it's just scaring people to pay money, and there's a lot of money you're paying for this one. The price is reasonable, and it's a great tool for agents to use to get your name out into your client's name. Okay, thank you so much, Peter. I'll talk to you about it.
How much it costs? It's kind of an
I
insurance.
think its setup fee is only $20 for you guys, and then you can add them on. They can add the insurance on per year.
Oh, that's
it's like $200. It's so cheap. The whole year. It's not like you're paying. You know, it's really cheap. It's better than your car insurance and everything else.
It's on per property basis?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they have to track everything on the internet. They track everything. They track Zillow. They track all the apps. They track everything for you.
I see.
Yeah, it's. I looked at it and I think it's a very feasible thing, but it just takes you to understand it. It's not that hard. You just have to sign up with me, and then you can add people on there.
Right. Okay. That sounds.
It's also a farming database if you want to use it that way.
Yeah, good. And also, I would like to add that Nancy will be helping us to training the agents to do transactions, and that were beginning from beginning of March, right? Nancy? Yeah, you help us do that.
You know what, Peter? I've been around you. Yeah. Huh?
March 4th.
March 4th.
Yeah.
Okay, the reason that I'm doing it, because I get all the questions, and even if it's another title comes to the transaction, sometimes I get the questions, and I'm looking at all the questions and the problem, and all those, whether it's listing or a buyer, it could have been prevented. And I don't want it to become too late. So there's things that you need to do as a realtor to at least protect your client, also protect yourself. You don't want a transaction to fall through, and when you spend 6 months on it to develop that client, and then it's not going to work. Especially, it's so complicated now that I want the agents to understand what you need to do from day one. So that's my purpose.
Okay.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much. Okay. And next we have Nicole Menard from Fidelity National. Nicole, Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Peter and Michelle. Appreciate being here with all of you. And I know Andrew's going to be talking about the new changes to Fincen. Just want you to know that we will be hosting a Zoom, and if you did not receive the invitation, it's going to be March 3rd at 8 a.m. and Wednesday, March 4th at 11 a.m. So it's very important for you as agents to make sure that you understand these changes that are going to be taking place with FinCEN and the new anti-money laundering rules, which take effect March 1st. So if you didn't receive my invitation, send me a message. I'm going to put my info in the chat and I'll set you up. And I look forward to helping you. Springtime is just around the corner. I can't believe we're going to be changing the clocks here in a couple weeks. And as Peter said, it's a great time to be out there prospecting. I'm here to help you. Nicole Menard, Fidelity National Title. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you.
Yeah.
Next, we have Unita Wu from HW8 Home Warranty. Unita, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, all of you. Just want to say hello. And you need a Woo 13 months home warranty. We still give additional 1 month free. If you guys need any home warranty, please do let me know. We're talking about earlier, I think Nancy has mentioned about like the key lock, right? We also have a free financial shield included into the plans. So if anybody have their title got taken or their credit card information got taken, it's a free service for 12 months. And you could get that for free, including in the plan. So please let me know if you guys want that. That's why we ask for the buyer's email address and a phone number when we're closing escrow. And for prospecting, we also have the door hangers, like, things like that. Please let me know how can I be able to help you with the home warranty needs. Once again, 13 months home warranty, and we're here to help you. And I do speak English, Chinese, and Mandarin, and Indonesian as well. Thank you. Have a great day, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Unita. All right, then next we have Sandy Franco. Sandy.
Hi, everyone. You're right here. The weather has been beautiful and it's going to continue to stay beautiful. It is a perfect time to go door knocking. I will be at the office tomorrow. I'm going to put my info into chat. If you want door hangers, let me know. I will bring them to the office tomorrow morning. It is the best time to go out. I'll have samples of all of them and have boxes of all of them. It's time to clean out my garage, people. So I'll be there between like 9 and 10 tomorrow. So hope to see you guys there, and drop me either text, email, and I'll put my info into chat so I make sure I bring enough for you. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Sandy. Next, we have Angie Tang from First American Title. Angie, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Peter. Happy Chinese New Year, everybody. Wishing everyone much luck and success this year. With that in mind, we do have a FinCEN, just like Nicole, we have a FinCEN webinar coming up tomorrow on how to tackle FinCEN and finesse through it, because it's going to be a little bit chaotic initially, but we have all the steps in place since last year. So everything is ready to go on our end. We have a FinCEN webinar tomorrow at February the 24th at 3 p.m. I'll send the link in the chat, and hopefully you guys can attend. You can learn a little bit more about how and what to expect from FinCEN, from the government. So it's government regulations that could cause a delay in your escrow, so you don't want that. Learn a little bit about it. And also for our owners portal, I've mentioned it before, it's like the title lock, but we offer it to all of our buyers free of charge so that we can monitor for fraud for our clients. I'm here to help protect and serve. Angie Tang, First American Title. Thank you, Peter. Happy Chinese New Year.
It looks like the Fincen is talk of the town, huh?
Yeah.
Everybody
Coming up March
get
1st.
ready well, before the March the 1st, right?
Yes.
It's the effective March the 1st. Okay, thank you so much.
Welcome.
Michelle, do we have anyone in the training room?
No.
No? Okay, now if not, then we'll have Andrew for our affiliate spotlight today. Andrew Chen from Central Escrow. Andrew, good morning.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for having us. So, as you know, you heard, starting March 1st, there's a new FinCEN rule for anti-money laundering. So we just want to go through the checklist with you. And if you have any questions, we have our escrow officer's information, everything there at the end of the PowerPoint. So I'm going to hand it over to our escrow officer, Catherine.
Morning, everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm Catherine, and I'm in Diamond Bar Branch Central Escrow Group. Today, I'm here to share the new Fincen that's happening on March 1st. The new Fincen, the anti-money laundering rules, is for national regulation now. It's not just for California. And I have prepared a checklist that I would like to go over. Let me go to the next page.
Just click next.
Oh, okay. The checklist has 4 sections. The first section is a residential real estate transfer. Second section is the transaction exempt from reporting based on financing. The third section is buyer exempt from reporting. And the fourth one is statutory exemptions. Okay, looking at the first section is the residential real estate transfer. If the real property located in U.S. containing a structure designed principally for occupancy by 1 to 4 families. So that is as a single family residence. Or the land located in the U.S., which a transferee intends to build a structure designed principally for occupancy by 1 to 4 families. C, a unit designed principally for occupancy by 1 to 4 families within the land located in the U.S. And D is share in a cooperative housing court. It's the co-op units. And lastly, is it a mixed-use property in the U.S.? So if the answer to all the questions is no, then the reporting is not required. You stop there. So section 2 is the transaction exempt from reporting based upon financing. So if the buyer has a lender, we have the question for the lender. If the lender is a member of FDIC or NMLS or NCUA. And also if the lender provides a declaration under penalty of perjury that their financing is exempt from reporting. If the answer to any of the section 2 question is yes, then the reporting is not required. So that means if there is one no, then you have to go to the next section. The section 3 is the buyer exempt from reporting. For individual buyers, are they all natural person taking title in their individual name? That means if the buyer is taking title as individuals. B, for entity buyers, are all entity buyers exempt entities? C, for the trust buyers, are all trust buyers exempt trusts? If the answer to all the question is yes, then the reporting is not required. You stop there. And if there's any of the answer is no, then we'll continue to the next section. For the section 4 statutory exemption, this section is more for preparing deeds, like attorneys. Let's go over the exemptions. As the transfer solely related to an easement, is the transfer occurring as the result of the death of an individual? Is the transfer a result of bankruptcy? Is the transfer the result of a court order or subject to court supervision? Is the transfer incident to divorce or dissolution of marriage or civil union? Is the transfer to a qualified 1031 exchange? If the answer to any of the question is yes, the reporting is not required. Any of the questions, you guys can reach me. I have my number and my email. For this checklist, basically is if we have a transaction coming up and we feel like this is reporting required, we will email the agent and the buyer the checklist for them to complete and then email back to escrow. So we'll determine if the reporting is required. A simple way to determine if the reporting is required is if the buyer is taking a title as an individual, then the reporting is not required. But if the transaction is SFR or cash, or a buyer is entity or trust, then the reporting is required. So again, if you have any questions, email me or call my direct line, and I will be really happy to help you. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. So who's responsible for doing the reporting? You, escrow company, or the title company?
Escrow company is the first cascade.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But it can be delegated to like the
Title company as well. Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, I'm sure that we'll have more training on the Fincen
Right.
thing. So,
Yeah.
But if any question, you're welcome to call Catherine Central Escrow to clarify. Okay. All right. Any more questions for Catherine?
Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Michelle.
Can you?
Thank you
Can
so
you?
much.
I'll be dropping off the checklist next Monday. I will make
Oh,
some.
that'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get off the sharing, Catherine?
Andrew.
Turn it up.
Andrew. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, any questions? Anyone with Phyllis that came in late that want to speak right now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Somebody came in late.
Okay. Who's this?
Me, Peter. How are you? I've been on the
Oh,
phone.
Yolanda.
Morning,
Okay, Yolanda.
a busy Monday morning, end of the month.
Okay.
Anyhow, how are you? Hello. Hi, 10 Partners, George Realty. Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. A very important information on the Fincen. I know we've had it for many years, but all the new changes obviously starting March 1st. So just this week. So WFG Title will also be doing a class today, a Zoom class meeting from 2 to 3. Again, the more you take classes and hear about it, I think the more, it's going to help and digest this. And this is for everybody. We're all learning. And so if you are interested, please email me at yarenas@wfgtitle.com, and I'll be more than happy to send you the link. And again, the class on Fincen, and it's from 2 to 3. Okay. And again, I want to wish everybody a wonderful and productive week. Yolanda Arenas, WFG National Title Company. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you, Yolanda. Yeah, the Fincen thing has been we've been talking about it for over the 6 months already, but finally it's going to be effective March the 1st. So it's very important because it's U.S. government take AML and money laundering very seriously. So yeah, you have to be well informed about this requirement. And if you have a violation of that, it can be substantial penalty. And I'm sure that there will be a lot of Fincen seminars coming from the title companies and escrow companies. And if you have time, the more you listen to it, the more familiar you get. So yeah, it's a good thing. If anything at all, you have questions, Michelle and I will be here to answer your questions as well. So, okay, so you're not alone. We are all in the same boat, okay? We are all here for you. Okay, now there will be no lunch and learn this week. I mean, there will be a lunch and learn this Wednesday by David Ballou of CoStar. As you know, the CoStar is the Bible of commercial real estate, and it is very, very, very comprehensive and a lot of data and that you can use. And this is really indispensable tools in commercial real estate. A lot of those big name the commercial real estate company and as well as the agents use the CoStar. And you know, you definitely benefit if you come to learn about it. And if you are serious about it, you can also subscribe membership and it is very, very useful. Okay, but come and see for yourself, and I'm sure that David Ballou has a lot of information for you this Wednesday. There will be no Friday training this week, right, Michelle?
That's correct.
We'll take off for this Friday. But next week, Wednesday, we'll start the comprehensive training on how to handle the transaction, the real estate transaction from A to Z. And I think Nancy Chen will here to help us as well. So it will be part of the comprehensive training, and it will go for a few weeks at least to have the course completed. And I want to remind you that our spring mixer will be March the 20th, Friday from 3 to 5. It will be a lot of fun as usual. You know, the ones that we had a few times, we had a lot of fun, a lot of food and drink and chat and even some singings going on. So I'm looking forward to that, and it will be a good thing to welcome our spring, you know, to kick off for the spring session for 2026. So I hope all of you can make it and come to and share the joy with us. Okay, and that will be again March the 20th. It will be Friday from 3 to 5. Okay. All right. Is there any more announcement, Michelle?
No.
Okay. If not, then can you tell us what's going on with our business and
Yes.
and
But first of all, I want to show something that I had seen a while ago that Daniel Melendez put together. He door knocks. This goes around your neck. So there's no question who you are. And I thought it was so great. I asked him if I could borrow it to show everybody. It's made out of like a heavy plastic. And so when you're door knocking, you know, they'll know who you are. They'll know you're a real estate agent, which is really nice. And the cameras will pick it up. It'll have the contact information on it if they have a Ring doorbell. So I just thought it was such a great idea. I wanted to show it to you. So now to the new escrows for the last couple of weeks since we weren't here on President's Day. So we have 550 West Garvey Avenue, number 218, Monterey Park. That is a lease. Nina Shu represented both the lessor and lessee on that. 610 to 632 South San Gabriel Boulevard. That's a commercial sale at 9.9 million. And the selling agent is Sophia Chow. 168 South Monterey Street, number 208. Nina Shu sold a condo representing both the buyer and seller for $820,000. Lucy Clark sold a residential unit in Ontario, $870,000. She's a listing agent, 4863 South Bontefil Trail, 11594 Weir Way in Harupa Valley. Selling agent is Richard Wang. It's residential at 1.150. 9075 Catherine Street, Pico Rivera. Cecilia Huyen and Sandy Ng. It's a residential sale. New escrow 670. 419 North Chandler, number 620 Monterey Park. Nina and Tatiana were the listing agents on a condo at 920, 550 West Mountain Avenue in Pasadena. Amy Wang, residential, 725, 2005 Mount Vernon Avenue in Riverside, 1,039,000, sold by Sharon Chow. It's a residential unit. 2500 South 3rd Avenue in Arcadia, 1.850, Shumay and Harrison Cam, listing agents, residential. The new listings, 168 South Monterey Street, number 208, Nina Shu, that's a condo that's already in escrow for 820. 550 West Garvey, number 218, again already in escrow, that lease unit, Nina Shu. Kathy Chu, 111441 Candela Drive in Rancho Cucamonga is a lease for $3,500 a month. New listing. Closed escrows in the last couple of weeks. We have 230 South Garfield, number 203. Harrison Cam represented both the lessor and lessee in a lease, commercial lease. 1052 Conchea Street in Altadena, that's Helen Lee. That's land for $570. 3530 Westcott Avenue in Baldwin Park, $750,000. Residential, that's Kenny Fan was the selling agent. Listing agent, Nada Romo. Residential, 19190 Hinton Street in Hesperia, $248,000. 500 North Atlantic Boulevard, number 145. That's a commercial lease. You may represent both the lessor and the lessee. 610, that one we already announced. The San Gabriel Boulevard one with Sophia Chow, the commercial at 9.9 has already closed escrow, a very quick escrow. 168 South Monterey Street, 511 in Alhambra. Nina Shu represented both the buyer and the seller. Condo sold at 925. And lastly, 500 North Atlantic Boulevard, number 101. That is a commercial lease. Shumay Cam is the listing agent. Outside broker was the tenant's representative. Great job. Thank you very much, everybody, for all the hard work.
Thank you, Michelle. As you can see that the real estate activity has picked up a little bit, and I hope that that will continue the trend and continue with the momentum. And I think that March and to June is the best month to come. So let's do it. Okay. All right. Any questions regarding the anyone has any listing or sales that are not reported today, or reduction in price, or anything that you want to pitch for your open house or anything? This is time to speak up. And last chance.
Oh, can I make one other announcement?
Yes.
So we will be starting AIR purchase agreement training, and it's in person. You'll need to sign up. So if you're interested in that, it'll be 2 sessions. Just shoot me an email so I can keep a list, because we won't start till we have 15 people committed. And it'll be a 2-session class. So if you're interested in that, shoot me an email so I can keep a list, and then we'll get rolling on that. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, what is the date for those 2 sessions, Michelle?
I'm going to wait until I have at least 15 signed up, and then I'll schedule. So I
Okay.
have about 5 already.
Okay.
So I'll start the class with 15. Yeah.
Okay, is it going to be on Friday?
On Fridays, yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. I hope you guys can take advantage of that. It will be very beneficial. Yeah, we talk about AI out, though. Those are very good nice form to use. Okay. Any more questions? If no questions, I'll share with you today about the market situation housing market. Okay, and as you know that it is very important to keep track of the market so that you can tell your clients what's going on. And the more you know about the market, the more confident you get, and the more trust you can get from your clients. So that's a very good tool to equip yourself. And that's why I want you to keep informed about the market conditions every month. So let's do it today. And as you know that the market, the housing market is getting a little bit better, beginning, starting the beginning of 2026. And there's a lot of factors around it, but then the long term, the medium term of the market is still kind of murky, and it's kind of uncertain in some way. Because of the Fed and all the economy pictures and all the inflation data, and also the population growth tend to be a big factor too, because as we know, the housing market depends a lot on the population growth, which has been very robust during the last decade, especially in California, because of the immigration from overseas. The weather's nice here, and the business opportunity is better here. So the California really enjoy a good growth in the housing market. But then lately, the situation changed a little bit. As you know, that the population growth in the U.S. has been the weakest in years. The reason is because of the global turmoils, and especially when Trump is discouraging immigration from the other countries, and also the crackdown from the ICE and all that, especially making the California real estate market subject to those changes, and so the growth in California is not as optimum as it should be. And although the consumer sentiments has come up 3 consecutive months, but then they are hampered by a lot of other factors like the job cuts. As you know, that recently, the big tech company has levied a lot of jobs cuts on all over the place, and a broad spectrum, and also the unemployment situation has hiked up a little bit. So with the economy and the markets, the uncertainty, the housing market is also a little bit of murky as well. Now, as you know, that the U.S. population growth is the main factors in the housing market, and as you know, that the population has really gone down quite a bit from the last 12 months, and actually they have an exodus of over 9,000 people, a decrease of California residents by 9,465 people in California, the growth rate in California is also the lower by a little bit, from 0.2% to actually the populations increased by 0.5%, which is the lowest since the COVID era. So the situation is not very pretty for the California. That is why the housing market has been hampered quite a bit because of this negative population growth. And also the mortgage rate and also the mortgage deficiency or the delinquency, I should say, has also come up from 2.5% in 2004, 2.8% in 2005, increased to 3.0% in the later part of 2025. So it is actually go up a little bit, but it's not too bad compared to the other sector or the other area of the nation. Like in Louisiana, that's 10.7% increase. Mississippi is 8.3%, and Kentucky is 7.9%, and in California it's only 1.7%. But compared to before, you know, the same quarter in 2024 is 1.3%. And also the later part of 2020 was 1.6%, and right now it inches up into 1.7% delinquency. So that's why we're seeing a little bit of increase in mortgage delinquency, but this is not too bad, you know, compared to other areas of the nation. And the ownership rate, that's good that it inches up a little bit in 2025. It increased to 65.7% from 65.3% in the later part of 2025. But it's still a little bit below 66.3% average in the 25 years average in the nation. So it increased a little bit, but there's nothing really to brag about. So but that's good. And the sharpest increase is the age under 35. And there's with the ownership rate of rising by 1.6% to 37.9% in the last quarter of 2025, compared to the ages of 55 to 64 also inches up, but then the other groups have declined. The ownership rate is in California has risen up to 55.3% from 55% in the third quarter of 2025. And so it's projected a little bit increase in 2026 with the housing affordability go up a little bit as well. And but there's also always the dangerous job cuts, which really surged to the highest level in January 2026. And as you know, that all those you know, every day I look at the news, you know, the Amazon, the big tech company like Amazon, Google's, and Microsoft, and Oracle's, and they are laying off thousands of workers in January. And then it's kind of scary, you know, when you look at their figures and how come they spend billions and billions of dollars in the AI, and yet they have to lay off so many people. Well, they said they're trying to make it more efficient by using the AI. That's why they have to lay off the workers. But if without the workers, you don't have any job. You know, you don't have any jobs, you don't have any workers, and then you don't have any consumers, and you don't have the expenditures, right? And so that will affect the economy. So I don't know what they are thinking, but anyway, there's a lot of job cuts around, and even in California has more than 8,285 layoffs just in January, you know, and so but this is it's already you know, a little bit better than the other state, you know, but it's still not pretty. And luckily, the consumer sentiment increased for the third straight month and reaches a 6-month high. And so that's that's one encouraging point. As as you know, the consumer confidence or the sentiment is very important because they could tell you that whether they are confident that the economy will be better or worse, and then they gauge it on they gauge your spending on those the sentiment. So if the sentiment is good, then people will be really more willing to spend, and then will be better for the economy. And as you can look at the MLS figures, these are the MLS figure. As you can see that for 2006 is really really depressed. You know, like only for the existing single family residence closed sale for last month is only 2,000 or like only 2,000 units. And then you're looking at the closed sales growth. It's minus 21%. That's why everybody is suffering. Everybody is shaking their heads, and then so they say, "Oh, how come the market is so slow?" You know, but you can see that that's why, you know, minus 21%. That's very drastic. Then when you're looking at the existing single family resident pending sale, that's not a whole lot either. The pending sales, that means what is in the escrow, and that's not very encouraging either. And then new existing single family resident added to MLS is nothing to be cheer about compared to the other year. It's still a little bit lower than expected. Existing single family active listing also lingering at the 34K, and you know, so it's not too optimistic either. Medium, the listing price for the nation, I mean for California, I think is 799,000, which is like you know, 1.2 or 2% from last year. That's a decrease of 2% from last year. And it's not a whole lot. People are expecting more, but in California somehow the pricing is kind of still stubbornly high. The reason is because they still have a lot of shortage of housing. They still have about $1 million units shortage in California. That's why the price is stubbornly high. And when you're looking at the market in California for February 2026, there are 314 closed sale per day, 487 pending sale per day. Pending sale, that means it's an escrow. There are 577 per listings, new listings per day. And so if you're looking at how many realtors and how they did in last week, yeah, there are only 24.2% of realtors close one sale, okay, and which is 0.4% is compared to last month, and then that's only 16.9% of the realtor who entered escrow last week, and also only 25.8% listed the property. So looking at this figure, that's why that's you know, not too much activities, and that's why the business is kind of slow for a lot of people. So if you are in that category, don't lose hope, but you're not alone. And you know, so you just have to keep working hard and try to reverse the momentum. Okay. If you're looking at Alhambra, remember this is just for Alhambra market, and this is it's a small city, and it's a small portion of the housing market in California. But nevertheless, the median price is 1 million, which is a decrease of 16.7%. Now, remember this figure is kind of exaggerated because you only have a very limited sample, and you're looking at a very small area. And so this is not really a good indication of the pricing per se. You know, as I said before, the California is only about 2% decrease in the medium price range, and but for Alhambra is exaggerated, and you can see that there's only eight sales home sales in Alhambra the last month. So although only 13 active listing, so it's a very small portion of the sales, and so it's not really a good indication of the situation. But see, the median gate on the market is 20 days. It's still not too bad, and sale to listing price is a little bit just a tiny bit over the listing price. So the pricing is pretty firm, and also the percentage of active listing with reduced price is about 38.5%. That means you know, the sellers are more willing to reduce the price now than before. You know, so 38.5% of the sellers are willing to lower their price. So this is a snapshot of the Alhambra market. As I said, it is a limited you know, portion. It's a limited selection from the housing market. Nevertheless, it tells you what is going on in Alhambra. Okay, so that's all I have to share. And if you have any questions, you know, you can ask me at this time. Anything you want to comment? Anybody?
Let's go out and get the business.
Yeah, that's right. I agree. We're right on time today.
Yeah,
But not.
exactly.
Yes.
And gong hei fat choi and gong si fat sai.
All right. Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
You make my day.
I got to put a
Peter,
smile on it.
I want to make a comment.
Okay.
I think that for myself, and my recommendation to everyone is we need to get out and make what I would call group presentations. There's a number of organizations like the Sheriff's Department, the Police Department, the Fire Department. They would all normally, if you take the initiative to say you'd like to have a lunch and learn presentation at the Fire Department, at the Police Department, which I did many years ago when I was with Wells Fargo Bank, they're open to having lunch and learn presentations at their shop. And what you do is you have a Subway sandwich luncheon with an apple and a cookie, and you'll get a lot of attention face to face. You can pass out your business cards, you can pass out your brochure, and you can inform them of your specialty. When I did it, I became an expert at first-time homebuyer financing with the city of Anaheim that offered a $70,000 no interest, no payment, shared appreciation mortgage upon the sale of the home. So there's a lot of tools that you could use to get before real buyers, qualified buyers, and to get your 1, 2, 3, or 4 additional closings annually. That's my contribution for today's meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, David, for sharing. Thank you. All right. Anything else? Michelle, are we staying for questions?
We can. I'll need to stop this recording. So.
Okay. All right. The people who wants to leave can leave, but if you want to stay and ask us questions or discussion, you're welcome to.
Okay. I'm going to stop the recording now. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Have a great
Thanks for
week.
coming.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.